UFC 283, Teixeira versus Hill, just took place last night. I have to do a full card recap, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. This was a great card, full of finishes, starting with the early prelim opener of, let's get through it here, Daniel Marcos versus Simon Oliveira. I went with Daniel Marcos here to get it done by decision, but I actually forgot what I went with here, but I did the last-minute picks. I went Marcos decision. He got done by knees to the body. Oliveira's game plan just didn't work with the leg kicks and that, and Daniel Marcos got the job done. Knees to the body shots, and had a bad reaction of Simon Oliveira, who's not really good. And Marcos got the job done with knees to the body. Good stuff from Daniel Marcos. Moving on up the card, Josiane Nunes versus Zara Farron. Nunes had a tough fight here. She did have a tough fight here. But I think she can win this one to the last 2 rounds. I think Zara Farron just gassed out. Just honest with you. She gassed out. She had a good round 1. And I should take this into consideration in Josiane Nunes' next fights. When she has a tough one. But, yeah, Zara Farron just kind of gassed out. Lost round 2. Lost round 3. Close fight still. It still can go either way. There's an argument maybe for Zara Farron to win, but Josiane Nunes won. And she got done. So good stuff from Josiane Nunes. I picked her to win. Moving on up the card, Nicholas Dalby versus Warley Alves. It's one of these fights, I think Dalby is the winner. But I don't mind a split decision, to be honest with you. I think Dalby should win this, though. I think he won the first round. Won the second round. Third round's close. Alves was landing harder, but Dalby was putting more in the work, so I think Dalby can win this one. But I don't mind a split decision. I picked Nicholas Dalby to win. But Nicholas Dalby should win this, I think. Close fight. One of those fights. Dalby can get the win here, though. I think Dalby won. And he did win. Moving on up the card. Ishmael Bonfim versus Terrence McKinney. I know a lot of people say this. It's Bonfim. Not Bonfim. Not Bonfim. Bonfim. Pretty easy in my opinion. Not Bonfim. I know the UFC calls it like that, but Ishmael Bonfim versus Terrence McKinney. Brutal KO. Terrence McKinney lost, and I'm sorry if I'm rushing it. My iPhone storage is retarded. My iPhone storage is stupid, so I have to rush it here. But Ishmael Bonfim. Ishmael Bonfim is a savage. When he landed the knee, I thought it was just a knee to the body. But he put McKinney out cold. Face planted out cold. This is KO of the year so far, in my opinion. This was crazy. Good stuff from Ishmael Bonfim. He's good win. He's a savage, but McKinney, that's his hype gone. I still think he beats Patty, though, because Patty's fucking garbage, but good stuff from Ishmael Bonfim. McKinney didn't show up. And McKinney showed up as to where he just wanted to get a highlight reel KO. And Ishmael Bonfim kind of exposed that. Bonfim's 27, so it's not like he's an older guy. Good stuff from Ishmael Bonfim. Moving on up the card. Jeez, what a KO. Cody Stamann versus Luan Lacerda. I picked Luan Lacerda to win this one. To be honest, he didn't even look that good. Cody Stamann, I think, was the better fighter here. But there's an argument for Luan Lacerda to win, but I don't mind it going to Cody Stamann. Stamann has massively improved his stand-up, 100%. And he kind of scolded. I think Luan Lacerda won the third. I think Cody Stamann won the second round. I think comes down the first. But Stamann was getting the better of it, in my opinion. Yeah, it's an either way fight. Luan was looking good early on, but I think Stamann can get it. It's a close fight. One of those fights. Stamann, I think, slightly got it. So I got that one wrong. Moving on up the card. Gelatin Almeida versus Shamil Abdurakhimov. Gelatin Almeida, he's just a monster. Obviously, he'll take these guys down. Shamil cracked him on the chin early on, though. Which people don't mention. Shamil cracked him straight on the chin. As a shocker. So I think Gelatin will get exposed sometime. Like, if Jailton Almeida fights, like, a Curtis Blades, I'll pick Curtis Blades to catch him and put him out cold. Not out cold. I don't know about that, but I'll pick Blades to put him out. Like, I think that's a bad fight for him. So I think Almeida's good, but you beat Shamil and you beat Anton Turkalj. Like, it's just, like, he had a good win here, and Shamil gave him like tough scrambles here and there, but he's just a better fighter over old Shamil. So good stuff from Jailton Almeida. He's still a beast, but someone will expose him soon. But yeah, good stuff from Jailton Almeida. Moving on up the card, Gabriel Bonfim versus Munir Lazez. Another Bonfim brother. I thought the Bonfim brothers were going to look shit, but they looked great, and he got the win. I think this kind of motivated him to beat Munir Lazez, who I picked weirdly enough. Don't know why the fuck I picked Lazez. He just looked good. He looks good in his fights, but they were looking good on the feet. I think Lazez was getting the better of it. Then Lazez kind of went for like dipped his head. Guillotine was there. Shot for a takedown. Bonfim has the guillotine, and he rolls over to a mounted guillotine. He gets it done over Munir Lazez. Good stuff from Gabriel Bonfim. Good stuff. I think Ishmael's better, but Gabriel's also very good, so good stuff from him. Moving on. Up the card, Thiago Moises versus Melquizil Costa. Melquizil Costa. Decent early on. Like, listen, Thiago Moises was the winner here, and he got the back, and he was just a better fighter here in this fight. At the end of the day, I can't say that word correctly, really. But Thiago Moises I picked here. Melquizil is strong as hell. Good stuff from him. Melquizil is he's a very decent fighter himself. But Thiago Moises got the back, cranked it in. He has that type of squeeze, and he made Melquizil tap. Melquizil could win round 1, though, because he was landing shots, but Moises got the positional control. Moises won, now. Good stuff from him. Wouldn't mind seeing him fight Garam in a rebooking fight. Let's do that, then. Moving on. Up the card. Bruno Ferreira versus Gregory Rodriguez. This one, good from Ferreira, but for Gregory, I wanted to see him succeed because he's a fun fighter, and I really want to see him look good in these fights. Like, him, Tavares would have been good. He would have been ranked. He would have been looking great. Because I like Rodriguez, and he's the RoboCop, and he's entertaining. But Ferreira is one of those guys where it's like, just Strickland would skull him, probably, right? Like, he'd probably get KO'd, Strickland, but he probably would skull Ferreira, and Ferreira's that one-punch guy and put Rodriguez out cold. Good stuff from Bruno Ferreira, sorry. But yeah, good stuff from Ferreira. He won. Good stuff. He countered he missed and then landed and missed again and landed it. So he kind of set it up, to not gonna lie. He did set it up, but it wasn't like just a one punch out of nowhere. But Rodriguez lost. He probably would have beaten Tavares. Fucking hell. Tavares, the pull-out idiot. The pull-out merchant. The pull-out idiot. Good stuff from Bruno Ferreira. Moving on, up the card, Ihor Potieria versus Mauricio Shogun Rua. Shogun retired. Great career, Shogun, a legend. Or Glover also retired. Mentioned that in my reaction breakdown vid. You can go check that out. But Shogun retired. I know people don't like the celebration from Ihor Potieria. First off, I'll get to that in a second. Potieria, it was just even. Potieria sucks, man. Like, he will never be anything. But he barely got passed by Shogun here. Well, he TKO'd Shogun, but obviously he would have been an old man Shogun. But Potieria sucks. Like I think a lot of people would expose him. Nikolai Negumereanu already did. But he was getting hit here and there. Shogun was cracking him. But eventually he landed a big shot behind the ear. A lot of people think that was a head clash. Behind the ear, he got it. And yeah, did the celebration, like an emote. Let the dude have a moment, man. Like, I get Shogun, and it kind of was weird seeing Shogun get back up afterwards, like him being out cold or something like that. let Teixeira have his moment. It's a big moment. It's his first UFC win. But, like, I bet you if he got that over anyone else, no one would have a problem with it. But since it's Shogun, dude, that's disrespectful, though. Like, come on, let the dude have a moment. But he even gave Shogun mic time afterwards. He didn't even have to do that. He didn't even have to, so that kind of made up for it. So, yeah, good stuff from Ihor Teixeira. Don't see him becoming anything, but he got past Shogun, so good stuff. And Shogun retired. Moving on, up the card to the main card already. Johnny Walker versus Paul Craig. Paul Craig, man, is just an idiot. Walker looked good. And, both guys were chewing up each other's legs. Walker was getting the better of it, in my opinion. Then Craig got a takedown. Well, no, he didn't get a takedown. He grabbed it on a leg. Walker was landing shots, cracked Craig on the chin, put Craig down, and just landed rear hammer fists on Paul Craig, put him away, and Craig was just covering up. I don't know what's next for Craig. He beat the current champion, Jamal Hill, and he beat Ankalaev, who's probably going to fight Hill next if he beats Blachowicz in a rematch. So, yeah, Johnny Walker gets it done. 2 in a row for Walker, man. That's Kutalaba and Craig. I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Anthony Smith. I know Smith was originally supposed to fight Jamal Hill in that Theater Virgin Hotels thing. Merab Yan's the main event now. Put that as the co-main event or something. Walker versus Smith. That's I think a month and a half from now. So why not stay active, Johnny Walker, and take on that Anthony Smith fight? You probably would beat him. So yeah, I think Walker should take that fight. Good stuff from Walker. Moving on up the card. Jessica Andrade versus Lauren Murphy. Again, Murphy just got absolute... Oh my god, Oh my god. Lauren Murphy got destroyed. She is tough as hell. She is so tough. Murphy is tough. I'll give her that. But she had nothing for Andrade. Andrade put a lot of girls out in the strawweight division and the flyweight division. I mean, she's put out Amanda Lemos with a sub, though. I get it, but she put out Calvillo, Shukagian. Like, she's dangerous, Andrade, and Murphy survived. So, gotta give Murphy credit, but for surviving. But Andrade scolded her each and every round. Should have been arguably stopped at the end of round 2. But they let Murphy out there. So good stuff from Murphy. What got fight of the night? Teixeira and Hill got fight of the night. They gave Almeida, Bonfim a bonus. They didn't give it to... Wait, who did they give? Oh, they gave it to Ishmael. Not Gabriel? Not Johnny Walker or Pateria? Not Fajea? Why Jelton Almeida? He just got a ground and pound TKO. Not Burns? Okay. That's interesting. Give it to Almeida, this was a bit of a gimme fight for him, so whatever. Yeah. Good for Almeida, though. He's now ranked. But yeah, good stuff from Andrade. Moving on up the card. I picked Andrade, Walker, and Pateria. I picked Burns as well here. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny. Easy stuff for Burns, like I predicted. I picked a rear naked choke, though. He went for an arm triangle, which that was my other option, but I decided with a rear naked. And, yeah, Gilbert Burns gets it done over Neil Magny. Yeah, good stuff from Burns. He's back. He had his war against Chimaev, and now Burns is all high now. Him calling out Colby was great. But, yeah, this was a bit of a gimme fight for him, though. Magny. Yeah, Burns got it done here. Yeah, nothing much. I mean, he called out Colby. If Colby didn't show up, he called out Masvidal or Bilal. Masvidal said he wanted to fight in the UK, so why not Masvidal versus Burns? But I don't want that. Masvidal's lost that chance now, man. This should have been Masvidal instead of Magny. That would have been way more interesting. But since Magny called out Burns decided to give him an opportunity. But yeah, Burns wins. Calls out. Let's do Burns-Colby. Burns versus Colby. Hamzat versus Bilal Winner of Usman Edwards should fight the winner of Chimaev Bilal. Winner of that one can fight the winner of Colby Burns, I guess. In the meantime, there'll be nobody else coming up, right? Shavkat's good. Oh, they might rush Shavkat if he beats Neil. Fuck off, though. Go fight Wonderboy or something. No, not Wonderboy. I don't know. We'll figure it out then. But for now, Burns-Colby makes sense to me. Great win from Burns. Moving on up the card to the co-main event. Brandon Moreno versus Davis and Figueiredo for the quadrilogy. Moreno wins. I rewatched this one a couple of times. Moreno shouldn't have got tossed with beer at the way out. Fuck the Brazil crowd, man. Fuck them. Don't go back there for a while. Legit, because they're just rude. You know? It's like if I was in a crowd and there was a fighter not in I don't know. It's just like if you're if there's American crowd. If there's a Paris crowd going on, you know? Imagine there's a Paris crowd, an American fighter wins and walks out. You don't throw beer at them, man. Moreno didn't do shit, alright? Not his fault. I know he had the thumb in Figueiredo's eye, and I know his fist was closed. Accidental. 100% accidental. Yeah. Shitty way to end the quadrilogy. But Moreno was winning, I think. I think Moreno was winning. I think he was winning, though. I think he was winning the first round. I think the second round's a toss-up. Because, did Figueiredo have the heel hook in round 1? No, I think he had it in round 1. And Figueiredo kicked Moreno in the face. Which was a bit dirty there. But Moreno's a better fighter. I think he's proved that now. Yeah. Moreno versus Pantoja next. I'll pick Pantoja there. I will pick Alejandro Pantoja there to get that one done. I will. But if anyone's saying, "Oh, you're Moreno," you're a Moreno fan, I'm not. I'm picking Pantoja to beat him, choke him out. Moving on, and Figueiredo, I thought he was retiring at first, but he's moving up to bantamweight. So I'd love to see him fight Dominic Cruz. That'd be a big fight. Main card of a pay-per-view. Let's go. Moving on, main event. Hill Teixeira. Hill destroyed him, and he looked good. Didn't look technical, which I didn't say in my a reaction vid, but he didn't look he didn't look technical out there or anything. I'm just gonna point that out. He didn't look technical, but he won. So good from Jamal Hill. Does he beat Ankalaev and Blachowicz? I don't know. The styles make fights, man. I think he beats Yuri. I think you should wait out till Yuri. That's 11 months out for Jamal Hill. I think he should call, hey, Ankalaev and Jan Blachowicz, rematch each other for a title shot, and whoever wins will fight me in July. That's what I would do. So yeah, I hope this. I really want to see Hill fight Yuri, because that's such a great fight. That is such a good fight. But he has to fight fucking Ankalaev in the meantime. Fucking go quit. Fuck Ankalaev, man. He's secretly better than all of them. It's just facts. He's better than all of them secretly. Teixeira would have gave him listen, Teixeira that showed up against Hill probably would have lost badly. If it was Teixeira that showed up against Jan Blachowicz, would have given Ankalaev a bit of we would have given Ankalaev a tough time. But yeah, Hill wins. I went 10-5 in the card. Not the best. And yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is the full card recap for UFC 283. Yeah, peace. Oh yeah, and February is a fucking shit show. We already have 2 weeks, a 2-week break. And the card we're coming back to starts at 7 p.m. And February is just a shit show. Outside of Makhachev Volkanovski, which the undercard there is not the best either. February is a fucking shit show. March is gonna blow the roof off. Peace.